Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series with me, Captain Compromise. If you haven't guessed already, we will be playing Total War Warhammer 2 today. This is actually my second time through of this because I noticed in the last video that it was a bit choppy. So I've had to scrap that and start all over again. But I believe the main issue was that my FPS was set to 120, and for some reason the recording cannot handle that. It just makes everything, battle mainly, it makes the fights that we have choppy. So I have had to start again, and I kind of know what I'm already doing, so hopefully I can skip through most of the tutorial this time and just crack on with it. So, what is new in Total War Warhammer 2? We have 4 races. We didn't have these races in the original Warhammer. The races are the High Elves, the Lizardmen, the Dark Elves, and the Skaven. The Lizardmen and the Skaven are the two, I would say, the more interesting races in this game. I mean, the High Elves and the Dark Elves, they're essentially human-like. And I have already decided who I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing as the Lizardmen. These are the race I know the least about. I also find them rather interesting in the fact that they have dinosaurs. Another race I was considering would have been the Skaven, because again they are a very interesting race. A lot of poison. I mean, look at this. Look at these Gatling guns and bikes, and you know, they just look awesome. But I am, for the sake of starting with an easy initial challenge, I'm going to go with the Lizardmen. So each 4 of these factions have their own attributes. I'm not going to go through all of them now. I'm only going to go through who we're playing. We're playing as Lord Mazdamundi. So he has geomantic web. Settlements are linked by a network which boosts the power of commandments. I don't know what commandments are, but we will figure that out as we go along. Special spawnings. Periodic missions allow access to powerful blessed variants of certain units. That sounds very nice. And beasts suitable for every task. Though some are so ferocious they may lose control and charge ahead. But I have experienced in the first video that I made, I do lose control of some of my units when they, I guess they go into an enraged state. And they are no longer controllable, so that's going to be interesting when it comes to the bigger battles later on in the game. Right, what faction effects do we have? Diplomatic relations -10 with most factions. That's not a good start if we want to ally with anyone. Construction cost -50% for star chamber buildings. Again, no idea what star chamber buildings are. We will figure that out. Right costs -30%. Do I have to say it? Again, I'm not really sure what rights are. I know there are rituals that you can perform in this game that bring chaos. Chaos forces that you have to defend against. But we have a Slain Mage Priest capacity +1. And our lord here, Mazdamundi, has a -50% upkeep for temple guards within his army. Additional starting units are temple guards, which again, -50% upkeep for those. And a Bastiladon, a solar engine. Has a beam of Kotek. An intense white hot shaft of light emanates forth, burning and blinding the foe with the wrath of Kotek himself. So, without further ado, we will... Oh, hold on. No, one thing I forgot. Before we start this, we are going to watch the beginning movie, a new chronicle. So I will shut up for this while it plays. And after this has finished, we will get started.
Who are the Asur? An enigma to men and dwarfs, who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulthuan, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons with the aid of the Archmage, Calador Dragontamer. It was Calador and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake brought great peril.
The dragon with two tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the Pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Lawmaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria?
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not? Stay here, brother. Protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to.
Not sure about anyone else, but does that remind anyone of a familiar Thor and Loki situation there? One worried about the state of the wider world, and the other not caring. Either way, let us continue. We are going to start again as fresh. I'm hoping this isn't going to be choppy like the last one. If it is, I'm going to have to start again for the third time. However, there is another cutscene coming up, and we will watch that as well.
Since the days of creation, the reptiles have dominated the jungle continent of Lustria. The ignorant call the creatures lizardmen. The wise know them as defenders of the world. In ages past, the Old Ones had a plan. But then the stellar gates collapsed, the Old Ones fled, and demons flooded the mortal plane. Led by the Slann, the lizardmen fought the demons that surged across Lustria. Yet, it was the elves that created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the world of chaos, withering demonkind. The world was saved, but the vortex endures only because it is bolstered by the power of the Slann. via the Great Warding. If the warding should fail, the demons will return.
The forked tongue of Sotek hangs low in the sky. The Slan have felt it. Now I see it. Brighter, clearer. Its hiss disturbs the winds of magic. Look, Targrax, the sacred plaques. One prophecy shines above all others. Vortex of the warm blood. But the full meaning cannot be deciphered. If our master will not wake, we journey to the city of the sun.
So, that is I guess the origin story of the lizardmen. Unfortunately, we are going to have to do the tutorial sections again. It is rather slow and rather boring, so I apologise for that in advance.
Do not be fooled by this form, Lord Mazdamundi of the Second Jedi. Though your rapid return the situation
so I can kind of skip it. So I will do that. I'm going to skip through most of these dialogue options at the beginning.
The City of the Sun is well defended, enlightened Lord. Scars on your kind have often had cause to discipline.
This is it's a little bit of backstory
edge of the jungle, the Norse
that I've already been through, and quite honestly, I don't really want to go through it again.
Issue an order to engage the enemy, my lord.
So,
battle is upon you, Lord.
Start our first battle here. We start with 3 sets of Saurus warriors.
Warriors are surely more deadly still. Blood shall be shed.
Yes, yes it will. And they have Chaos Marauders. So let's go. The only reason I'm really keeping these tutorial tips on is because I want to discover what the added features in this game are. So they probably are rather beneficial to actually playing the game. So I would like to learn about them. So, as I said, we are going to have to go through this.
The scent of warm bloods drifts in the air, Lord.
These tutorials of basic movement.
Close but unseen. Your presence on the field inspires those you command, Lord.
Yes, our leader inspires our troops, and these are our troops. That's essentially what he's saying.
They await only your command to advance.
Yes, yes. Oh, right, okay, we have to go over here as well. Yes, high ground. We know about high ground.
The time has come to advance, my lord.
Yes, please let me advance. I have selected. Oh, he's so slow.
Towards your army. The troops are assembled and await your arrival.
This is basically just to get him Well,
Place is amongst
within
your
range of our
warriors,
units so that he can provide
Your
his
very
leadership
presence
bonus.
encourages them to fight harder.
This, as indicated by this blue ring here. Yes.
The time has come to advance your warriors, my lord.
Yes, please
Select
let
your
me.
whole army so that the order may be given to all. Good. Now
Unfortunately,
order your army forward, my lord.
we don't
Let us
have
crest this
the...
ridge and find where the enemy lies.
Do you mind? I'm trying to talk. We don't have the options of
Excellent.
fast
Your
forwarding.
army advance in search of the enemy, my
We
lord.
do have to go through this
Take
slowly.
this time to practice maneuvering your forces while not under threat of attack. Remember always that orders are issued only to units currently selected.
So, I believe this was in the other Warhammer game as well, but you can actually go to a tactical map, which is just a top-down overview of what can be seen, where units are, what they're doing, etc, etc. But obviously everybody knows being up close and personal is the best view. But I will try and get that in as much as I can.
The enemy come into sight, my lord.
Yes,
We have caught
I
them
see
by
them.
surprise. Advance quickly before they can retreat.
Hello, Axeman. Ah, interesting. In the last video I did of this, he actually looked completely different. I'm going to take my land, that's not going to happen. Are you running? They are running.
Attack, my lord Master Mundi. Attack! Drive the barbarous warmbloods from your sacred jungles.
I will attack as soon as I am close enough. Oh, it doesn't seem like we're getting much bonus from this hill here because they're
Individual
at the
targets
bottom.
For each of your units when attacking, my lord. Keep
Yes,
a
thank
wide
you.
formation. Do not let your forces be surrounded.
Go after their captain, why not? Come on, come on. Watch the initial clash. I believe they might start moving. Closer. Yes, they will.
Be sure to keep watch on your
I love
warriors
that.
in
You've
battle,
got to love that.
Their very lives may depend on it.
You've got to love that initial clash. So basically we're just going to eat their faces off. With our very... I would say they're primitive, but I mean... It's not like they're made out of wood. They are actually manufactured weapons that we have. They look very nasty. Very sawtooth-like. Okay, this... He's actually beating me in one-on-one combat. He's actually beating me. But for now, all we have to do is sit here and wait.
The enemy lose the will to fight. See how they run from the battle. Press your advantage.
Yes, I know how routing works.
Look, Lord Master Mundi. More Norse invaders advance against you. They
Yes,
come
a lot
forward
more.
in great numbers.
Thankfully, unlike last time, the game seemed to find it funny to restrict my WASD camera
The trees
controls
will
to about
grant
1
your warriors
pixel a
cover,
second.
While the slope will provide them an advantage in combat.
Yes, thank you.
Advance upon the ridge without
I
delay.
will
my lord.
advance
That
upon the
position offers
ridge.
you the best chance of victory against such a number.
Nope, nope, nope,
Order
you're
your
going
forces
there.
forward, quickly.
You can stay in the back. We do get reinforcements come in for our side as well.
A party of skinks, my lord. Press these allies into your service. Some amongst their number carry javelins to throw. These will prove most useful against the enemy.
Yes, 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 yes.
The
Oh,
reinforcements now fall under your control, my lord. Move the infantry into your front line. The extra bodies are sorely needed.
actually, we will put these back a little bit.
Place your
Leave
fresh
room
missile
for
troops
these two.
behind your army. They will fire automatically if the enemy come into range.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I really wish there was a fast forward button. Fortunately, we do not have that luxury just yet. Hello, Svengor. They do have very big axes. They do. These Norse warriors do love their axes, don't they? All of them. All of their units are axes.
In a line for the coming battle, my lord. Each unit should cover the front of the next.
Yes.
Do not let the enemy attack the sides of your formation.
Understood.
Or break through to the rear.
I'm actually going
The ridge is
to change
yours.
this up.
Move your
Move
infantry
these
out
here.
to block the pass and await the enemy's
Move
arrival.
these here.
Do not be tempted out of position.
And you can go in the middle. This is a dope throne. Look at it, it's levitating. Levitating throne. This guy must go through a hell of a lot of lip balm to keep it that moist, at least. I mean, if you had a protruding lip like that, I'm sure it would get drier after a while. So yes, we're just going to sit here and wait. You guys can move forward a bit. And we are going to wait here for them to come to us, because last time I went out and pretty much was in an open field. Isn't really a good idea when you are outnumbered. Come on, hurry up, please. I've never been a big fan of I've never really been a fan of javelin units. It's just their range doesn't justify their use, I think. But yeah, I mean, yes, we'll get a few throws in before they get here. Other than that, that's it. That's all we're going to be able to do. So we will go in now.
The enemy are nearly upon you, my lord. Be sure to make your presence felt in the coming battle. You have many abilities to rally and empower your troops. Now is the time
Yes,
to use
I understand. We can use...
Battle
no.
has been joined,
No,
my lord.
that doesn't work.
Order your forces
Oh,
forward
okay, we
to
can't
envelop
actually
the
get
enemy
there.
where possible. Do not leave troops idle.
I'm not leaving troops idle. Get your ass in there. You can see just by looking at these numbers that they do outnumber us quite a lot. And look at this. Oh, that was beautiful. That was actually beautiful. Fire at the ones at the back, please. Are we killing many? Dude, what kind of magic is that? Whatever it is doing a lot of damage. So you guys no longer have any javelins. A lot of these aren't actually fighting, so get in there, force him. Force yourself in there. Please fire. Right, our cavalry has arrived.
Take reinforcements, my lord. Hurry them into battle, for they are sorely needed.
I mean, how cool is that? They are on dinosaurs. They are on dinosaurs. Thank you for actually firing. These guys are getting wrecked. You know what? You guys, you're not doing anything. Get in there.
Your reinforcements approach the battle. Have them charge the
See, look,
enemy
we're
rear.
getting
The
trampled
attack
in the
alone
middle.
may break their
Oh
plans
right,
to
this is
fight.
what I was talking about as well. See, this unit is out of control, so I cannot actually command them anymore. Get in there. Get in there. So we should see these start to run. We actually just wrecked them. So, get out. Get out. You guys can actually flank them on the side. And these guys can come round here and attack them like that. Now, Boss Man does have his ability again, Stand Ground, which gives melee defense and leadership. You can see them all now starting to break. Like the little babies they are. Get out of battle, please. Always have to try and use cavalry effectively. Dude, really? You're pushing 3 of them. And now you're dead. That's what you get. Charge them again, please. You gotta love that. You gotta love that.
The courage of the Norse trespassers has failed them. They flee for
Yes.
their lives. Victory is yours, eternal Lord.
I believe that's going to actually become quite annoying, having units out of control. It's going to mean that, well, as implied, I can't control them. So they're either going to die, or just do whatever the hell they want.
The Skeggi flee before your awesome bulk.
We are going to give our units experience.
Your forces are weary from battle, yet the distance your army can still move is shown around it, my lord.
Yes, yes, yes.
Plan. As one Skeggi force is defeated, so may others be sent to replace it. Good. Your army now blocks the approach to
We
your
basically lost
Any attack
no
by the enemy
one.
will need to get by you first. See for yourself how your forces control the area.
Yes, 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 yes. Get on with it.
Life proliferates in the spawning pools, revered lord. More
We'll
reptilian
take an
servants
extra
may be
javelin
spawned
unit
into your
and 2 more
excellent
infantry
choices,
units.
my lord. You will, of course, be aware that armed forces cost currency to build
Yes,
and maintain.
I understand.
Be sure to keep watch on your... Let us review what destruction the warm-blooded trespassers
trying
have
to
wrought
click
your
on it.
territory, enlightened lord. The province surrounding your capital is shown here, my
Yes,
lord.
I own. Well, I'm
The
supposed to
province
own
may
all of
contain
this.
Many cities. Cities within the local province are shown here,
Yes,
my
you
lord.
can click on these and
along
it will
with
take
any
you to the
facilities they
cities.
contain. Shown also are those cities in the province that were lost to the enemy.
I've just explained
A
this.
reminder of the need to reclaim them, my lord. Your capital and the build. Here we may see the
I know
state
how
of the
all of
province
this
that surrounds
works.
your capital.
I apologise to
The enemy
anyone
raids
who
have caused
doesn't and wants to
considerable
actually hear what's
unrest.
going on.
Public order is suffering.
But you have
as
to
can
understand
see,
this
my
is the
lord.
second time I've done this,
Your cities are the backbone
and it is
of your
actually
state,
rather
my lord.
annoying.
Good.
I'm going to build that, which gives us
Construction will
more
begin
growth
immediately,
and more
but will
income.
take some. There is nothing more you can do for now, my lord.
End turn. So we are going to be attacked by this unit here. Oh, hello, little dinosaurs. I see you out there in the
The
forest.
enemy opt to attack your position, my lord. Ready your forces, for battle is upon you once more.
Ooh, what's this? Geomantic Nexus spawns a skink priest magical unit that can cast spells. Spawned unit fights in this battle only. But that's not too bad. That's actually okay. The insert key with the unit selected to move the camera into first person mode. Ah, If I'm ever going to want to do that, I'm going to have to change my OBS hotkeys, because that is actually for my camera.
Battle is upon you once again, my lord.
Yes.
Your forces are ready to deploy for the coming engagement. They may be positioned.
He's going to go on a rant about
Always survey the terrain
high
prior to
ground
battle
again.
and position your troops to gain an
Yes.
edge.
And the forest.
This forest may be used to conceal your forces.
Yes.
Arrange your cavalry here, my lord, and they will remain unseen
I
until
will
the enemy
do.
draw close.
Oh god. Every time I try and use the
Good.
arrow
Your
keys to
troops are
move the
now
camera.
hidden from enemy sight, as you can see.
Basically, he's
Pay
going to tell
attention
us.
to your unit cards, my lord.
Yes, I
For
know,
they
I
indicate
know.
the status of your troops. Be mindful of your army. This ridge will afford your troops an edge in the coming battle, my lord. Place the rest of your troops close
Where
by.
has my cursor
and
gone?
claim it
There it
forwards.
is. Those there. Put these here. Put you here.
Good. Your troops are ready, my lord. Just give the signal and the engagement shall begin.
Please
To arms
move
then.
up.
The enemy enter the field. Advance
How
and
do
claim
I-
the hilltop, my lord.
I don't know how I
Its
rotate
slopes
them
will
in
serve your forces
formation.
well. Keep your cavalry hidden.
See, that isn't what I want. That isn't what I want. I want both of these to be at the back. We are going to wait for them to come to us because I want my cavalry to have a clear way
My lord, the enemy field artillery
of getting
against
to
you.
that hell
They will
cannon.
be able to strike against your...
Yes, I understand. I need to take the hell cannon out. Got you.
Employ your hidden forces, my lord. Advance them through the forest, and they will be able to quickly surprise and overwhelm the enemy war machines.
So I think it's exactly what I'm going to do. Why are you just standing here?
The enemy draw close, my lord. Be sure to have your troops arranged for battle. Employ
I
all
tried to,
that
but
you
I
have
didn't
learned.
listen.
Wear them down with missiles, pin them with infantry, then hit them in the flanks.
What do we have? We have Trickster's Shard, plus 100% miscast chance. And Cold-Blooded replenishes hit points of combatants, but it does lower their speed and defense and attack, which isn't very good. We also have these over here. Harmonic Convergence, which increases attack and defense. And Apotheosis, replenishes units and can cause fear. Why would I want to do that? So I'm going to wait for them to get closer to me. You know what? That's absolutely fine. Actually, you guys come back. You come back, come back, come back. Now that we are engaging in hand-to-hand combat, we will get our cavalry to go and attack those. Oh, we are taking a beating here. No, come over here.
The enemy
Move
attack your
forward.
flank, Commander. Drive them off.
Why are they freaking out? So that hell cannon should not be a problem anymore. Where is our leader? What are you doing? Get in there. Get in there. Increase the attack of this unit, please. Why is this unit going off? Oh, they're out of control. Gotcha. Oh, no, finish taking that out. There's one guy left. You killed him yet? Jesus Christ, finally. And our... Oh, we do still have fire. Why are you not firing? Finishes the hit points of this unit. Do it. So, but this is what I'm talking about. These are just running after mounted archers or mounted missile cavalry. So they can't. They're just gonna die. You know? They're literally just gonna die. There's nothing I can do about it. They're about to break. These are about to break. I hope they would, so that this unit can move in. I can't believe this is actually going worse than my last time. Than the last time I did this. Flanking. I understand flanking. Thank you. Shoot these. Shoot these. Replenish this unit. Increase attacks of this unit. So, it does look like we may have won this battle. Who are you? Get out, get out, get out and attack these. You don't need everyone attacking their commander.
The enemy have been put to flight, my lord. Victory is yours.
I think like through their relentless nature, these are actually running away. However, what I am going to do is try and kill this. What do they call you? He's the Lord. This Lord. Right, you don't need to throw spears anymore. Just everyone get in there. Increase the attack damage of this unit. Oh, sorry, that's replenish. Didn't mean to do that. We can fast forward now, so we will fast forward until he is dead. It is going to take some time. It looks like they're just standing around, not doing a lot. Where is he? Where is he? Moving too fast for me to see him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Like, our units aren't actually attacking him, really. Not really. Alright, you guys get out. Get out. Come on. Let the infantry take care of it. Ooh, you should be in there as well. Doesn't matter, just attack him. He will go down any moment now, hopefully. It does look like we have lost a unit of Saurus warriors, which is unfortunate. Hey, there we go, he's dead. End battle. Okay, so that didn't go massively well. Okay, we've got that unit back. I think maybe they just ran off the map. So we lost 212 units, they lost 447. We are going to do experience again. I believe for now that is the end of the tutorial. And we will be given a mission to take back this area. Right. And we've also been given our starting units that we read about in the faction selection screen. And we killed Lamont. Our enemy belonging to Skeggy has perished in the Battle of Eoxatl, Isthmus of Lustria. And we got an arcane item. Cupped Hands of the Old Ones gives miscast base chance minus 50%, that's pretty good. And Winds of Magic Power Reserve, plus 5. So, before we end this episode, are going to merge the unit. And merge this unit. Anything else we can merge? Yes. Merge. Oh, no. Wrong button. Merge those. So we have this Bastillodon that we were promised. And, what else was there? Oh, right. The Temple Guard. Large defense against large enemies. However, that is going to do it for this first episode of this series. I am going to go and check my recording just to make sure it's working okay. I will be back with another episode tomorrow. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And until then, I will see you in the next part.